guys, welcome back to our repair guys. In today's video guys, we'll be working here on the Ford Fiesta MK7 generation 2008 to 2017. We'll show you how to remove and replace front brake pads. In our case, we'll remove ours to inspect them, see what they look like, if they need to be replaced, and see how much life we have left. So stay with us and we'll demonstrate how to remove them. Many videos to come guys. We'll be taking the whole car apart, more than 200 videos coming, so please subscribe. If you need anything, let us know. So we'll be working on the front left side, and what we'll do, we'll actually install the tire chokes on the rear right. I usually do diagonal. Okay, and we'll jack the car up. You need to make sure that you get the lug bolts loose before you jack it up, but don't get them off, just break them loose. Always use a jack stand. Because if the jack fails, what happens, just one little seal fails and everything will fall on you, so you definitely have to use a jack stand. Next we're going to remove the lug nuts, 19mm socket there, and when we remove them we're going to actually put the tire under the vehicle facing up so we can scratch the wheel. So in case something happens, the jack fails, the jack stand fails as well, we're going to have an alternative to catch the car so it doesn't drop all the way down on us. So we'll turn the steering wheel all the way to the left so we can reach the bolts on the back. Now for the brake pads, what I would recommend guys, every time you install new pads, you either have to have your roller surfaced or you have to install a new brake roller. Usually you can find a minimum thickness, and we have a video how to find the minimum thickness and know if you can resurface yours or you need to install a new one. But in our case, what we'll be doing, we'll remove the brake pads to inspect them to see how much life we have left. Putting new pads will be the same procedure as installing the old ones. If you want to see how to remove the brake roller, we'll have the video as well on the channel. So with 13mm socket now, okay, we're going to remove two bolts that hold the caliper towards you can see towards the mount here, and this one will be spinning, so we'll need to get a wrench to hold it there. Okay, like this one too, don't spin it too much because otherwise you're going to damage your seal here. So with 17mm we're going to hold the nut on the back and we'll go ahead and remove the bolt. Same thing on the other side. So we'll actually get the impact to save a little bit of time. Okay, this is the bolt and you can see how it has blue thread locker. So we'll need to install some when we're putting it together. Same thing on top. Okay, next what we'll do, we'll actually get a flathead screwdriver. Okay, and here we're going to get between the pad and the caliper just to compress it a little bit so we can get out of the lip. You can see because it's wore out a little bit, so you have a lip there. Now you need a heavy duty zip tie. We're going to pull it out, or a wire will work too, like construction wire, and we're going to tie it for the strut so we don't have any pressure on the brake line. Okay, we'll leave it on top because we'll be compressing it in a second, but we won't recommend that. You have to tie it because if it falls now, you can damage the brake line and later lose your brakes. So now the moment of the truth, you just slide them out. Okay, you can see on this one right here, it says outer. Okay, you can see this one. Okay, you can see, you just slide them out like that. This is the inner one. Now you can see how dirty, okay, our brake lights are, okay, right here. So that one, those we'll need to clean them and re-grease them, and we'll show you how to do that when it's the same procedure if you install new pads as well. So you can see we have quite a bit of wire left in the brakes, but we started hearing some noises, so usually those will come from the glides, and you need to re-grease them once in a while. So we'll use some alcohol and a shop towel to clean. Okay, you can see where the brake pads slide back and forth. I recommend using gloves when you do that. Look at that thing, it's just nasty. So we need to clean it really good on the inside as well. When you install new pads, sometimes they will come with a new glide, so that'll be amazing if you can get those. Okay, and we're going to clean our pads here where they contact that area, so they don't have any build up. And we'll use some brake grease and show you where to apply it. But first, okay, we're going to let it dry a little bit. So you get some brake grease and you're going to apply a very thin amount on each of the glides. Okay, you don't want to have a big blob of grease because it's going to attract dust. So you want to just wipe your finger pretty much. Again, use gloves, guys, don't do what we do. Okay, and something else. Okay, you can see where the caliper, the piston, contacts the brake pad. We're going to apply a very thin layer there, so that way you're not going to have brake noise and vibrations. It smoothens it that way and it feels like you have new brakes. And you can see where the caliper contacted this one. We're going to apply a little bit of grease there as well on the sides of the pads. Okay, just like that. So just a quick to show you how to check the thickness of the roller now. Okay, you can see right here next to the hub it says minimum 21 millimeter. This is for the ST model. Yours might be different, even the year might be different. So with the caliper tool now, okay, we're going to measure to see how much ours will be. Okay, let me get it. 22.7. 22.7 millimeter. Minimum is 21. So we're still safe, okay, and we won't need to replace them. Next time we'll just get new pads, okay, and new rollers, because those will be too wore out to put new pads on them. So that's how you check the thickness. So now we can go ahead actually and install the brake pads. Make sure that you get the outer out, the inner in. Okay, this one is in, and now one more on the back side. Okay, now when you install new brake pads, you need to compress the piston inside the caliper, because right now it sticks out more because the old pads were wore out, right? Now we're going to use a brake compressor too, and how we do that, stay with us to see. There is one for left and right side. Okay, this one is for the left side. Here it says LH on it, left hand side. We need to put that plate here. Okay, and we're going to grab the caliper now, and one of the ends usually will fit really good, okay, on your car, like that. Now you need to get the tool, okay, right there, and you need to start turning it. Okay, and you're going to turn it all the way until that plate contacts the caliper. You gotta make sure you go the right way, okay, like that. And now, okay, when you turn, you're going to compress the piston. Okay, check it out. Okay, perfect. Always, you have to make sure that you don't have dust under the seal, so that way the dust will not go in the piston, because otherwise you might develop a leak in the future. Okay, so here I would recommend, okay, always to wipe it before you compress it, something that we didn't do this time. And now you should go over the brake pads, okay, align everything, and you have to stay until the end because there is something very important to do, otherwise you might crash your car. So we will apply some thread locker, we accidentally spilled some here. Okay, on the bolt, both bolts, we're using the blue one, just like the one that was installed on the car. We will have the links for all the tools that we use in the description box of the video, guys. Check it out under the video. So let's align everything. You need to move it up and down, left and right, until you get the bolt started. We recommend starting both of them before getting one of them tight. And again, stay with us until the end because there is something very important to do. Otherwise you will not have brakes the first few times you hit the brake pedal. Some models will have different torque specs, that's why we don't share the torque specs with you. We've done those quite a few times, so we know what to do on ours. So we're done here now. What's important to do, you need to go inside the vehicle, okay, and you're going to pump the brake pedal at least 10 to 20 times, okay, and you're going to see, okay, compressing now, until you cannot move the disc at all. Okay, let go now, you see, I can move it, and when you hit the brake, okay, can move it. So that means you do that every time you pump the brake pedal. If you compress the piston too much in the caliper, when you pump the brake pedal, you're going to get it closer and closer to the brake pads. That way, next time you hit the brake, it's actually going to contact the brake pads and your brakes will work. Okay, so that's how you do it. So that's how you replace brake pads. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, many more videos to come, and thank you for being part of the channel.